Hello, friends, and welcome back to Dream Room. Have you ever stepped into your backyard with a cup of coffee, ready to relax, only to notice that a neighbor's window, driveway, or upper deck has a clear view of your favorite chair? That feeling can make even a lovely patio seem uncomfortable. This video is for those of you who enjoy making a home feel calmer, warmer, and more personal, even when space is limited. Maybe you live in a small house, a rental, or an apartment with a narrow balcony. Perhaps your bedroom window faces another building, your home office overlooks a plain fence, or your garden seating area feels too exposed. You love natural textures, simple tools, old baskets, leftover fabric, planters, and materials that are affordable and easy to handle. You want a beautiful result without heavy construction, complicated tools, or a large budget. The good news is that privacy does not always require a taller fence. Often, the smartest solution is to block the right sightline with fabric, woven texture, plants, vertical storage, and movable screens. Today, I will share 8 Dollar Tree-inspired privacy ideas that can turn a patio, balcony, porch, garden corner, or outdoor dining area into a peaceful retreat. Some are soft and decorative, some are living and green, and one can move wherever you need it most. Look carefully at the area around your home that never feels quite private, because the first idea may completely change how you see it. Before we begin, subscribe to Dream Room for more practical decorating, organizing, and small space ideas for real homes and real budgets. 1. The no-drill outdoor curtain wall. Let us begin with one of the simplest ways to make an exposed patio feel like a true outdoor room. A soft curtain wall can change the atmosphere almost immediately, and it does not require drilling into brick, damaging a rental property, or carrying heavy fence panels across the yard. Imagine a small porch with one comfortable chair, a side table, and a few favorite plants. The space may already be attractive, but if a neighbor's window faces directly toward it, you may still avoid sitting there. A light-colored curtain creates a gentle boundary that makes the same corner feel calmer, softer, and far more private. For a covered porch or balcony, place a tension rod between two sturdy posts and hang inexpensive fabric panels with curtain clips. In a wider space, use strong outdoor rope or coated wire secured between reliable supports. Choose cream, beige, muted green, or another natural shade that works with your existing furniture and plants. Allow the panels to overlap slightly in the center, so there is no narrow viewing gap. If the fabric moves too much in the breeze, place smooth pebbles, small curtain weights, or a light chain inside the lower hem. This gives the curtain enough weight to hang neatly without making it difficult to remove. When you want more sunlight, simply tie the panels back with jute rope. When you want to read, enjoy coffee, or speak with family in peace, close them again. This is especially useful for renters, older homeowners, and anyone who prefers a beautiful project that can be completed without complicated tools. More importantly, it shows us the first rule of affordable privacy. You do not always need to build a wall when a carefully placed layer can do the job more gracefully. 2. The bamboo roll fence extender. The second idea is perfect for anyone who already has a fence but still feels exposed because it is simply too low. Instead of replacing the entire structure, you can add height only where it is needed by using small bamboo-style garden borders or roll fencing. Many people see these pieces in discount stores and assume they are only useful around flower beds. But when several sections are connected together, they can become a warm, natural-looking privacy extension. This is especially helpful in narrow backyards, side yards, small courtyards, or patios where a neighbor's window looks directly over the existing fence. Begin by measuring the specific area where the unwanted view enters your space. You may not need to cover the entire fence line. Connect several bamboo sections end to end using outdoor zip ties or thin garden wire. Then attach them carefully along the upper part of a sturdy wooden fence, deck railing, or chain link structure. Overlap each section slightly so no narrow gaps remain. If stronger coverage is needed, add a second staggered layer behind the first. Keep the top line level, trim any uneven ends, and use a narrow bamboo or wooden strip across the top to create a more finished appearance. The beauty of this project is that it adds texture and height without making the yard feel heavy or enclosed. Bamboo blends easily with plants, wooden furniture, clay pots, and natural garden materials. For viewers who enjoy simple projects, familiar tools, and affordable improvements, this is a practical way to create privacy without removing the fence they already have. 3. The woven placemat privacy panel. The third idea is a smart choice for anyone who wants privacy, without making a small outdoor space feel dark, heavy, or completely closed in. Woven placemats, bamboo-style mats, natural shelf liners, or similar textured panels can be turned into a decorative screen that blocks direct views while still allowing light and air to move through. Begin with a simple lightweight frame, made from garden stakes, thin wood strips, or an existing railing. Arrange the placemats in an even grid and attach them with zip ties, jute cord, or thin garden wire. For a more interesting look, alternate some pieces horizontally and others vertically. This small change creates a subtle pattern and makes the screen appear more carefully designed. Where more privacy is needed, overlap the edges slightly so there are no open gaps. Add narrow wooden strips along the top and sides to give the finished panel a cleaner, more professional appearance. If the materials are natural, apply an outdoor-safe protective coating when appropriate to help them last longer. This screen works beautifully behind a bench, beside an outdoor dining area, or along a balcony corner. A smaller version can also be placed near a home office window or used to hide an air conditioning unit or trash bin area while still allowing ventilation. For decoration, add only 2 or 3 small hanging planters. Keeping the design simple prevents the space from looking crowded. The result is warm, textured, and practical. A privacy screen that feels like part of the garden instead of a temporary barrier. 4. The renter-friendly burlap and garden mesh screen. The fourth idea is designed for renters and homeowners who have a chain-link fence but cannot replace it or make permanent changes. A chain-link fence may provide security, yet it offers almost no visual privacy. With burlap, garden mesh, weather-resistant fabric, and outdoor zip ties, you can turn that open wire boundary into a warmer and more comfortable backdrop. Begin by measuring the fence in smaller, manageable sections. Working one section at a time makes the material easier to handle and helps you keep it straight. Secure the upper edge first with zip ties, then continue downward while gently smoothing the fabric. Avoid pulling it too tightly, because strong wind can place extra pressure on the material and cause tearing. You can use burlap for a natural, earthy appearance, or garden mesh when you want lighter coverage and better airflow. Instead of covering the entire fence with one uninterrupted surface, alternate screen sections with planted areas. This keeps a small yard from feeling boxed in and allows you to add greenery where it will have the greatest visual impact. To make the screen feel more intentional, attach lightweight planters, herb pockets, or small solar lanterns at regular intervals. Repeating the same elements creates a clean, organized look rather than the appearance of a temporary cover. The greatest advantage of this project is flexibility. There are no screws, no drilling, and no structural changes. The fabric can be removed, rolled, and stored whenever you move, receive a property notice, or prepare for severe weather. It is a practical solution for rental homes, side yards, dog runs, and utility areas where privacy is needed without permanent construction. 5. The cooling rack living trellis. The fifth idea is especially useful for anyone who loves plants but has very little ground space. By connecting metal cooling racks, wire grids, small garden edging panels, or lightweight trellises, you can create a vertical structure that provides privacy while also supporting flowers, herbs, or vegetables. This project follows one of the most valuable rules in small space design. Every feature should perform more than one job. A living trellis can soften an unattractive fence, block a direct view, add fragrance, produce food, and bring color into a plain corner at the same time. Begin by connecting several wire grids vertically with strong zip ties. Secure the structure to garden stakes, fence posts, a railing, or a stable freestanding frame. Leave a small space behind the grid so climbing plants can wrap around the metal easily. If you are working on a patio or balcony, place the trellis inside a large container and keep it within comfortable reach for watering and pruning. Choose plants according to the light available. Climbing beans and cucumbers provide quick coverage and fresh food. Sweet peas add fragrance, while nasturtiums bring edible flowers and bright color. Clematis offers long-term ornamental beauty, and star jasmine may provide evergreen foliage in suitable climates. In a deeply shaded area, lightweight artificial greenery can still create the same visual effect. For better first-season coverage, combine one fast-growing annual vine with a longer-lasting plant. The annual fills the screen quickly, while the permanent climber becomes established. This makes the living trellis a practical choice for balcony gardens, side patios, kitchen gardens, and small backyards where every inch needs to work beautifully. 6. The layered basket vertical garden. The sixth idea is ideal for small patios, balconies, garden sheds, and backdoor areas where floor space is limited. Instead of allowing planters, watering cans, gloves, tools, and decorations to spread across the ground, you can move them upward and turn them into one organized vertical privacy feature. Begin with a wire grid, trellis panel, existing fence, or stable freestanding frame. Attach lightweight baskets, wall containers, plastic bins, or small planters in staggered layers. Avoid placing every basket in a perfectly straight row. A varied arrangement creates better visual coverage and allows trailing plants to soften the structure naturally. Keep the heaviest containers near the bottom and reserve the upper sections for lightweight baskets and decorative items. Natural baskets can be lined with burlap or coconut fiber, while a recycled plastic container placed inside helps protect the outer material from moisture. Leave enough room between each layer so plants can grow without covering or crowding the containers below. Fill the baskets with trailing ivy, ferns for shaded areas, kitchen herbs, or seasonal flowers. Other baskets can hold garden gloves, small hand tools, rolled outdoor towels, or battery-operated lanterns. This combination adds storage, greenery, and privacy without taking away valuable walking space. To keep the finished wall calm and attractive, choose one main basket style, one dominant material, and a limited plant palette. Repetition gives inexpensive pieces a coordinated appearance and prevents a small space from feeling cluttered. The result is a practical vertical garden that organizes everyday items while creating a softer, more private backdrop around a seating or working area. 7. The stacked planter living wall. The seventh idea creates one of the most dramatic transformations in the entire backyard. A collection of ordinary lightweight planters can become a dense vertical wall filled with foliage, flowers, herbs, and ornamental grasses. When arranged carefully, the finished structure looks less like a group of inexpensive pots and more like a living architectural feature. Begin with a stable frame made from a strong wire grid, wooden support, or freestanding panel. Do not rely on the planters alone to support one another. Attach the larger and heavier containers near the bottom, then place smaller pots toward the top. Arrange each row in a staggered pattern so the plants overlap visually and create fuller coverage. Every container should have proper drainage, and lightweight potting mix should be used instead of dense garden soil. This reduces unnecessary weight and makes the wall easier to maintain. Choose plants with similar sunlight and watering needs, so one section does not dry out, while another becomes too wet. Ornamental grasses provide structure, while trailing ivy or sweet potato vine softens the edges. Herbs add fragrance and practical value. Ferns work well in shaded locations. Bright annuals bring seasonal color, and succulents suit sunny areas that receive less frequent watering. For greater safety and flexibility, divide one large wall into 2 or 3 narrower modules. Smaller sections are easier to stabilize, reposition, water, and protect during storms. This living wall is especially effective along a plain fence, narrow patio, small courtyard, outdoor kitchen, or garden seating area where vertical space is more available than open ground. Wait, the freestanding crate and planter privacy wall. The eighth idea is the most flexible option for anyone who cannot attach a screen to a fence, railing, or exterior wall. A freestanding divider allows you to create privacy exactly where you need it, then move or reposition it as your outdoor layout changes. Begin with 2 wide, sturdy planters that will act as weighted bases. Add a layer of gravel or another stable material at the bottom, then insert strong garden stakes, slim posts, or lightweight trellis panels. Connect crates, lattice, or wire grids between the supports to form the center of the screen. Keep the structure wider and heavier at the bottom so it remains stable. Vines can be planted at the base and guided upward, while trailing plants can be placed inside secured containers. The garden-facing side may be covered with greenery, while the patio-facing side can include small shelves for watering cans, lanterns, gardening gloves, or outdoor tableware. For easier movement, build two narrow dividers instead of one large heavy wall. On a smooth, level patio, locking casters may be added beneath a strong platform. Painting the crates and frame in one muted exterior color will help the entire structure feel coordinated with the home. Place the screen where it blocks one specific sightline, such as the view toward an outdoor dining table, reading chair, or driveway seating area. Keep it shorter in windy locations. Remove hanging decorations before severe weather, and avoid blocking gates, walkways, drainage, or emergency access. This movable wall is especially useful for renters, patios without fences, temporary gatherings, and homeowners who enjoy rearranging their outdoor furniture throughout the year. Conclusion: smarter privacy, smaller budget, more beautiful outdoor living. A private backyard does not have to begin with an expensive fence, a contractor, or a complicated construction project. As we have seen, the most effective solution is often much simpler. Identify the exact sightline that makes you uncomfortable, then block it with the right combination of fabric, natural texture, greenery, height, and movable structure. The no-drill curtain wall creates a soft outdoor room. The bamboo fence extender adds height without replacing what you already own. Woven placemats and burlap bring warmth to plain railings and chain-link fences. A living trellis provides privacy while supporting flowers or vegetables. Layered baskets organize small items and move greenery upward. A stacked planter wall creates dense seasonal color, while the freestanding crate and planter divider gives you privacy wherever your furniture happens to be. The best project is not necessarily the largest one. It is the one that matches your space, your strength, your tools, and the amount of maintenance you truly enjoy. Start with one chair, one window, or one exposed corner. A carefully placed screen can make a small patio, balcony, garden, or outdoor workspace feel completely different. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these 8 privacy ideas would you try first? And what part of your home or garden needs the most help? Share your answer in the comments so other viewers can learn from your ideas as well. Thank you for spending this time with Dream Room. Like this video, share it with someone who loves simple home transformations, and subscribe to Dream Room for more practical decorating, organizing, gardening, and small space ideas using affordable materials and familiar tools.